Oh, hi. Conversation on self-compassion. So we had a really great Thanksgiving holiday and Thanksgiving week last week. So I hope you participated and enjoyed the challenge when we express gratitude in different areas of our life. I'm on the stability ball today. And I was wondering how we are all doing in this main season of holidays. So we are beyond the Black Friday and we are tapping into the Christmas and New Year, and how we all doing. And this topic, by the way, you saw me standing up. I wrote a letter to myself. It's a funny letter. Are you ready to hear it? Доброе утро. Твое кофе в холодильнике. С любовью. So I made a second cup of coffee the other day and realized that I didn't even touch it. So I thought, I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And I decided to write myself a note because I will definitely forget it in the morning. And I wrote myself a note in my native language and I put it in the fridge. Obviously, I put it on the table. And I saw it in the morning and it just made me think how little we appreciate ourselves. And it made me think to really bring the self-love and self-compassion into our daily routine for ourselves. So I'm wondering if we feel rushed this season. It's like, oh, now I gotta do the business, now I have to take care of my family, my daughter is coming from college again, and now it's a holiday gift to buy, and it's just so many things to do that seems rush. And I wonder if it's something that you experience. And I have my notes today. Okay, what else? And I feel maybe like around this month, December is a tricky month. Like if I talk about actually any area of life, but if it's also health and wellness, it feels like when I'm reflecting on the year, those thoughts show up of, well, I wish I should have done this. I wish I know I could have done that. Or I didn't do it. It's like we're reflecting in a way what I could have done and I didn't. So it feels a little, frustrating, maybe feeling a little guilty, maybe a little bit like not satisfied, frustrated. And sometimes it feels, I just not even want to acknowledge it or don't even want to go into this area. And I'm particularly thinking about the diet and the money. I don't know about you guys, so that's what I'm thinking right now. So I'm curious what it is yours. And I feel it's maybe when we are in this realm of reflecting, there are three types of us. Three types of us. So the type one of us, we are acknowledging and we want to jumpstart the New Year resolution right away. So we maybe have used the Black Friday opportunity to start the journey, whether it's health and wellness, whether it's financial journey. We actually made a decision and we took a step forward to actually do it right now. Maybe it's a tiny step. Like for me, I'm thinking it's just a tiny step, but I'm still doing it instead of waiting after the holidays. So I'm curious if it's you. The second group of us, we are thinking about it, we are preparing, and I'm thinking about like, here's my financial journey. I am mentally preparing. I am constantly thinking about it. That's maybe what makes me feel exhausted. And I'm not yet doing any actions. I'm just constantly thinking, maybe writing some ideas, maybe not. Maybe just thinking. I picked up the book and I put it on the shelf. But I picked it up, it's there. I know actually the steps at least I can start with. So I'm curious, is this you? You're kind of tippy-toes with just at least being aware. And this third group of us, we're just waiting. We are saying, okay, the holidays, let's just pass the holidays. Let me move, do this, do that, let's just this time of life pass and then I will get to that thing, which is, guys, probably the most important thing to get to. So my invitation for us is to get to that thing today, like right now. And I'm also talking to myself, not just to you all. And what I'm feeling is, yes, holidays is the main thing right now. So really being in the spirit of holidays. Wow, you see a lot of my space, but hey, I'm bouncing on the ball. And I think it's really important for us to just bring ourselves back into ourselves, into who we are, and really loving ourselves in the way we've never done before. And I call it self-compassion. Really loving ourselves with acceptance. And I wrote some thoughts, okay, what will I speak on? With acceptance, with loving the inner child that still lives in you, with bringing peace to yourself, with being grateful to yourself. Really like loving authentically, which means unconditionally, like we love our children. We're not going to say, I'll love you when, or I'll love you after the holidays, or let me think about it. We love our children right now, no matter what. So I'm inviting us, whatever happened in this past year, is to meet with self-compassion. And I want to give you homework. Write a letter to yourself. Maybe just a tiny note and you put it on the fridge to remind yourself. Maybe it's in the mirror in the bathroom. Or maybe it's a distant one-page letter where you just thank yourself. Thank yourself for all the winnings, no matter how small or big they are. Will be easy to find bad things. But I'm inviting us to write this letter and acknowledging for everything with an attitude of self-acceptance and a gift. So wins, no matter how small or big they are. Challenges, really being grateful for those challenges in 2022. Acknowledge ourselves for doing the best we knew how, with the things we knew, with the resources we had. And yes, you may say, I didn't do my best, but you did what you did with what you had. In your mind, with the resources, let's acknowledge the journey. So who is taking the challenge to write a letter for yourself, acknowledge yourself, love yourself with all unconditional appreciation, with acceptance, and bring self-compassion to your mind, body, and soul. That's the conversation about self-compassion. Before we go, I am going to put a link for you guys to continue this journey. If this speaks to you, please join our self-compassion retreat. That will be on December 10th, where we will acknowledge 2022. We will love ourselves unconditionally with mindful exercises, including with movement. We will let go whatever happened in 2022 so we can have open space to create an intention for 2023, and all that with love and self-compassion. December 10th, it's in the chat. I hope to see you there. And before you go, do please leave me comments how this resonated for you, what stood out for you the most out of today's conversation. Please love yourself through your daily choices.